Right. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Nat? Interesting when trying to press different buttons and check stuff out. I was using the Ecamm virtual mic, and it may not have come through correctly, so that's fine. Good morning, Sarah. Lovely to see you here. Right. And I am going live to my YouTube channel, my Facebook page at Ros Boundy, the at mytimetv.live Facebook page, my card reading group, that's a private group, so welcome those who are there. And yes, cool, so you can hear me now. Okay, well, I know I'll have to play around or experiment with the mic settings from Ecamm later. So I'm assuming that when I'm on Ecamm, there's no double feedback or anything, is there? So can you still, yes, I know why it was. I'd muted the microphone. That's why you couldn't hear me before. So look, let's get on it. Actually, while we're here, let me see if that can actually work. Let me just double check. I'm going to change my mic over shortly. So hold on a sec. And let's see. Now, I'm playing a test sound. Can you hear me now? I'm just putting that in as a comment. Can you actually hear me now? We've got Rena, you're saying good morning. Thank you. There's my comments across there, the three destinations or 4. I'm not sure whether it goes into the private group. Yes, you can hear me that way? Right. Because I'm hoping that it doesn't do a double up. I am actually coming in via the Ecamm entirely then. So that's good. It's what I wanted to. So I've heard you the whole time. Yeah, you would have, Rena. It was before you came in that I had an issue with some sound. So all good. Thank you. Thank you for being so patient with my button pressing. Now, tune into your psychic senses, your intuitives and gut feelings, those sorts of things, but more directly connect with your spiritual helpers and team and the angelic realms if you enjoy connecting in with them, just to receive those messages that you're going to get directly from them yourself this morning. So here we go over to Oopsie. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Or is it an echo? I don't know. I have got it unmuted. It should be coming in on all of the Ecamm properly. Can you hear me now? Yep. Oh. I wasn't looking at the comments before. Hold on. So that was the last comment I showed up was Rena's, so it's fine. What's this one, Genya? Hi, you've had a friend that was recently murdered and really want to know if you may get anything at all from him. I don't do individual reads through this section, through this session this morning. This is a general card spread reading, Genya. If you really need to have some help along that line, you can certainly book in for a reading for me where I can spend more time on it and privately, okay? I don't think it's something that's relevant for open airways, okay? Go on silent, well, there we go. So you can hear me now? I'm presuming that this is the, can hear me now? Good. I should have looked before. Whoops. There we go. And there's another I can hear you now. Thank you. Oh, goodness. So as soon as you turn the camera, it stopped. All good now, which is interesting. I probably had it for a specific scene. It's a learning curve, so thank you very much. I can actually make sure that I do it correctly. Right, I'll go back to the card that we start with, which is this one. Did you hear me speak while I was doing this one? So every struggle in your life has shaped you into the person you are today. So there we go. The start of our reading starts now because you can hear me. So certainly love that inner self in all the little foibles and lessons that you've learned right up till now, because you are unique, you are lovable, you do deserve all that you can look forward to. You know, what are your expectations? What are your intentions? Set them now as being those beautiful, positive dreams coming true. And this is the Inner Soul Guidance Oracle deck card that I've got, and that is the boat that is here. So I'm hoping that that you can hear me. So Nat, you're saying as soon as you went to the cards you muted but can hear now. Yeah, it's by scene in eCam, so that's where I went wrong. So I don't do individual card draws for here either. It's a general card spread reading. Pick up your connection with your spiritual guidance, Genia, and do listen for what inner souls, the inner spiritual connection, you know, what you're getting, even more specifically from what I'm just giving you as a guide as I'm reading through them now. So good morning, Connie. So it's great that all of you can hear. I'm happy about that now. And, oh, we've just had Deirdre pop in. So good morning, Deirdre. Lovely to have you here too. I'm just noticing that that there is just slightly too low. So I have to change that. Now, here we are with the boat card from that actual deck that is the Inner Soul Guidance card. So a time of chance encounters, new journeys and exploration. So it really is flying into those dreams that you have, bringing the awareness of those chance encounters that are going to create the new journeys and possibilities. Be able to explore and, you know, go on an adventure with it. Now, I've just got to go up a bit there with that. That's better. So now for the card spread itself, what we've got is the sun in our home space. We've got the snake in our workspace. We've got the bear as the unexpected. The magnifying glass is in our role energy, that space, and right in the center at the outcome, or that central pivot, is the stork card. Lovely, lovely. I do like this spread. Just has a nice resonance. And good morning, Kim, as you're driving to work. So with the sun card, it really is bringing in that sunshine for our day as we're moving around and about our home space. It's bringing that smile. I love this one because it's got the sundial there that is, it just reminds me of the smile and that beautiful energy that we can be as that warming, strong sunshine. At the moment, as I look out my window today, it's cloudy and it's going to rain, I think. It's got a high chance of rain and I want to do some washing. But anyway, that's what it is. It'll be going under the carport on that clothesline, I think, the high likelihood. But it can also be just our own attitude and perspective of life that brings in those beautiful smiles and sunshine. So be that today in your home space and with those who are your loved ones and your family, friends, that type of thing. Very simple message there in that one. And with the snake in our workspace, just look, it does indicate a little bit to me some of that energy of, oh, just realised I've still got the on-screen scroller. I'll take it off. With the energies that are coming in from snake fruit, you know, all the things that we've produced and brought into our being, our environment, what we've worked for, The snake's indicating that there is a need for protection around it, or just it's almost a two-message thingy here, because I'm feeling a bit that be aware, be careful of those around you, maybe trying to con you into, the Adam and Eve story of the apple that Eve ate, that she was conned into eating by the snake, by the serpent. It almost does feel like that, but it's in essence, you are still trying, and you, as that snake being too, trying to I'm feeling that connection, that in that role of you being the snake, I'm feeling that it is protecting what you've built up, what you're working for, and all the rest, and don't be the one that's trying to manipulate or con somebody else, but actually be the one that is just, and this is the energy I'm feeling, it's the being the protective, nurturing what you've got so that it continues to grow and is there for the future, is what I'm getting with this one. So it's not the snake in the grass and all that deceptive, though. Be mindful of others trying to con you out of what is yours, is what I'm feeling here. And as if in the feet of the snake, don't do it back. It's almost like do unto others as they do unto you type of thing. I'm feeling very much a bit of a connection on that spiritual level with it. So, and hi, Michaela. Yes, it is a bit later this morning. I got a bit delayed with some of those buttons again. And Sandra, you're associating with the snake with transformation. It certainly is. And what we do put into our workspace is actually continuing to transform what is coming as well too, isn't it? It's good that you can recognise and identify with some aspect of what the snake energy is too, and bring that. So thanks for sharing that. And that's you too, Michaela. Oh, wonderful. It's great to have that identification and connection with the cards, the synchronicities of how they do actually become meaningful, and yet they're only a piece of thick paper that's got colours on them, and yet we can still, it really does trigger what those messages are for us, doesn't it? And increases our understanding and clarity. Here we've got the bear working away. There's a lot of effort under the water that you don't see. And when you actually see a bear swimming on the top, it's almost like Dutch. You don't see the feet going like crazy to get them somewhere. You just see them gliding smoothly across the water. The same as the bear, when you look at how the Titanic was sunk, because there's that tip of the iceberg with all the rest that was underneath that wasn't seen. It's all of that, creating that energy that we don't have to be seen to know that we're doing the work. And I think this is the reminder that at some point in the day, you'll know that you're getting going with the work, and it just looks so graceful and beautiful on top. And it doesn't need to be anything showy or otherwise, or extra above what is seen. We just need to know that our purpose is being met. And whatever we're meant to be doing in our home space can be very nurturing to know that there's the people around and about us helping along the way. That is work, nurture, caring for type of card with the bear energy. So have that awareness of when that's happening through your day, so you can actually say thank you. Because there's nothing like it's not what you do it for, but it's nothing like actually having that thank you, don't you think? So as we're coming down into our role ourselves, we've got the magnifying glass. So either we can be the magnifying glass, in metaphorically, and have our wisdom, knowledge, the things that we've learnt, the beingness of who we are, really shine to others what might be those inner depth, the deeper meaning of things that we can share that we're not aware that we share, if you know what I mean. It's almost like that question, you don't know what you don't know, but this is the knowing without knowing what you know. And it can go fairly deep. So have your magnifying glass out as well when you might need to be looking more closely at things as well. So it's always that two sides of everything. There is the light, dark, all that balance. We are a balance ourselves in how we can shine out to others, or show out to others in a deeper way, or how we ourselves can look in a deeper way to what we need to be knowing and learning. Okay, so tap into that magnifying glass, that inner depth, that bigger picture, because it really does get to the point where in even the most smallest little detail can be seen here. So it shows it up, doesn't it? And then we've got, I've got to go the other way. That's the thing, we're doing the things in backwards. On my screen, it's showing backwards. So we've got the stalkers, that inner card, that central position, the outcome. It really is, by the end of the day, or what we're doing in the day, we are rearranging things. Here we've got that stalk with that last piece, creating that nest for the nurture of family and potential and possibilities, and that beautiful golden light that's shining right in the center. And it's just having that focus so that by the end of the day, we will see now what has been our focus. What is that last piece that I'm going to do right now before you lay your head to sleep, sort of thing, as far as intentions, whether it's intentions or understandings, or here we might find that finer detail in that last step through the evening, and really place it where it's, oh God, this is hard doing it backwards. It is in reverse on my screen. Yeah, interesting. So certainly have that mindfulness by that, by the end of the day, have that mindfulness around where are you placing that final piece, and really completing what has been your day so that you can rest easy in your home space. And here we go to the home space there. Okay, so I'll leave that there. Thank you to each and every one of you for watching and being patient and tolerant with how I've been doing these. Yes, I am trying new little things. It's just to make the experience even easier and better for you to see it and understand it. Because of the length of time, unfortunately for David, I haven't explained each of the cards in detail as I have started to. So, but that's okay. I'm hoping that you all get the idea around what your message is for you today. Oops, and I haven't switched back to my other screen. Now, I'm just going to double check that I've got the microphone on, not muted. Yes, I've got to have them set to on now. Okay, that's if I continue doing it this way. So that's good. That's good. So do continue to feel the energies of what your messages are creating for you today. What you're receiving with your connection with your spiritual realms or the angelic realms, and whatever your connection is. Trust that, move forward with it in the best way that you can. So, and thank you, Michaela, for the lovely emojis, and thank you, Sarah, thank you to Rena as well. And we have Deirdre, you're mentioning that the layout of the cards is amazingly in sync with what's going in your life right now. Thank you. You're meant to see it today, so have a wonderful day. I think there certainly is that divine timing and the absolute divine synchronicities that Spirit show us at the perfect time. So don't ignore those signs and messages that you get. Do trust and move into that energy in a fuller way so that you can continue that. So thank you, Nat. And also thank you, Connie, for the wishes of a lovely day. Keep being the best you that you can be. And especially to those who, if you're watching by replay and got this far, blessings to you too. So, exactly, Deirdre. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So namaste until tomorrow. I was going to do one thing before I went, and that was just put this reminder and connection in of what Leanne and we're going up to Renmark now. The $100 is the deposit. There is a requirement to pay deposits via the Calendly connection. So that's gone to each of those destinations. And it'd be lovely if you live in the area, if you could let your friends know that Leanne and I are coming up. And it's not that far away now. It does sneak up. So thank you for that. And I'll leave that with you, and we'll see you tomorrow around the 8 o'clock. Bye for now.